In the beginning of Philanthropy Boot Camp, we had talked to the students in session 1 about what a nonprofit board does and some of the qualities that we were looking for, like we would look for in any nonprofit organization.
If we could bring a program to the youth of any community that could teach them that there were issues right there in front of them and people in need right there in front of them that they could give assistance to, they would have real impact. And by showing them that real impact, they would be the kind of lifelong community servants that could then address the major issues when they were adults in leadership positions.
We taught them a little bit about board dynamics, and what we did in session 3 was we actually started to recruit board members like you would as any nonprofit organization. And we gave them guidelines. You know, they had to, show respect in the classroom. They had to come to every session. They had to be committed to the program in order to be able to act as a board member and have a vote and be a decision maker.
And we would be able to give them the foresight, the direction, and the self-esteem really to go out into the world and become community leaders.
And that's where the leadership really came out in 7 or 8 of the kids. And they, from that point on, from session 3 through session 15, they were board members, they made decisions, they voted on where the money went, and they took control of the program. They took over and they took control and really showed their personality and leadership skills.
Before I was in Philanthropy Boot Camp, I was a troublemaker. I never attended school, never was involved in any sort of activities. I'd rather just go out and party, be the funny girl or whatever you want to call it. Since last September, while I was in Philanthropy Boot Camp, I had more of a voice. I was discovering more things about what I could offer to the community and to people younger than me or people my own age.
Throughout the week or whatever in my life, I work a lot and I take care of like the house and family members and everything. And I actually felt important being able to go do things for the community, and basically it made like everything that I do, it made things a lot more meaningful to me. And I actually had a lot of fun doing the Reilly Bush Foundation.
When we came, like you explained like the whole process and what we're gonna be doing, the fundraising and what we're gonna do with the money and stuff. So like being able to control like a massive amount of money like with my peers and like deciding where it was gonna go was like a big part because I never had control of what money it's going to, I guess. And that was about it. And being there and having fun.
It's something completely different than I've seen throughout the communities that I've been growing up around. It's actually kids my age helping other kids my age or even younger, or even kids a little bit older than I am. It's just something where we can see the effect instead of, doing something that we can't see. It's something that's right in front of our faces, something that's apparent.
As far as the transformations, I see that he is feeling more connected to an organization and connected to the school, to other individuals that he might not have been able to meet in his selection of friends, and so I think it's been a very good, positive experience for him.
Being a board member, I remember one day we were voting who we wanted to be our board members, and me and Zippy didn't get chosen. I was very, very mad. I was very mad. And then the next thing, I think it was the next meeting, and we just sat around and we got chosen, and I was just like, hey, we finally did it. And Zippy was almost about to cry.
Well, the biggest change that I saw in Tiara was when things wasn't going her way. She wanted to quit in the beginning. She didn't like a decision that was made, and she was going to drop out, and I'm never going back, and I don't like nobody there. And then after we sat down and talked about it, it's decision making. It may not always go your ways, but sometimes you have to compromise and come up with a decision, and that was a big step. Tiara had never volunteered in the community before joining the Reilly Boot Camp, and it was a big step for her.
My favorite moment would have to be when we went to the elementary school. Because number one, I got to go to recess, and I got out of school. But besides that though, it was fun to know that you can learn about philanthropy at such a young age. And like, when I first started this program, honestly, I didn't know what a philanthropist was or what philanthropy is or anything like that. And after I learned about it, I realized it's very fun and it's not like it's a boring thing that you have to do. And it was just a lot of fun to see how much kids like to participate in doing things for the community and helping out and saving money and just everything. It was an awesome experience.
After philanthropy boot camp, I continued to volunteer at different organizations. I usually don't like doing community service. It's really, you could think it's a bummer, but when you think about it as, you're helping someone else, like either organizing clothes so they could find exactly what they want, or cleaning out a cat cage even though it smells horrible. That cat doesn't have to sit in whatever. When that person takes that dog home, it's a little bit more not as smelly.
I actually like being chosen as a board member. I like just the whole process basically, but I feel like I can do more, so that's what I want to do.
You can volunteer your hours, you can, set some time apart, just do a couple hours a week, something on the weekend. And the best part about it is it's actually enjoyable. It's a good thing to meet people. It's kind of a social event, and at the same time you're helping out, and it's kind of fun. So
really looking at, what can they do to contribute to the community, and not just be living in what they probably consider a little boring community, but they actually can be giving back and planning things and doing.
They're really good kids. They do have good hearts, big hearts. They want to get involved. They want to do good things. They just don't have direction on how to do it. And I think this program really gives them the direction they need to get involved more in their community.